Earth Day, Hooray! Written by Stuart J. Murphy, illustrated by Rainey and Rainey. "This place is a mess," said Ryan. "That's why we are cleaning it up," said Carly. "Come on, pitch in." The Maple Street School Save the Planet Club was cleaning up Gilroy Park, the site of this year's Earth Day celebration. They picked up candy wrappers, crumpled newspapers, empty coffee cups, old flyers, lost tennis balls, and lots of aluminum cans. "You know," said Ryan, "even after we are finished cleaning the park, it won't look all that great. It could really use some flowers at the entrance." Gilroy Park had a few trees and some grass, and that was it. "If we take all these cans to the recycling center instead of throwing them away," Ryan continued, "they will give us money for each can. Maybe we can make enough to buy some flowers to plant." Mrs. Watson, the club advisor, thought Ryan's idea was fantastic. She said, "If we can get 5,000 cans, that should be enough for some really beautiful flowers." "I bet we won't find that many," said Luke. The club sorted all the cans they found. Ryan, Carly, and Luke filled small bags with 10 cans each. When they had 10 small bags, they put them in a big bag that held 100 cans so they would be easier to count. They ended up with 3 big bags of 100, 5 small bags of 10, and 9 single cans. They left the bags near the trash bin so that Mrs. Watson could pick them up that evening. "That's a total of 359. I knew we wouldn't get 5,000. But the next morning at school, Mrs. Watson called Ryan, Carly, and Luke to her desk. "Bad news," she said. "The trash collector at the park didn't realize the cans were for recycling. He took them to the dump with the rest of the trash." "I knew it," said Luke. "I knew we would never do it." "Don't give up," said Ryan. "We can still collect cans. We will have a can drive right here at school." "I don't know," said Luke doubtfully. "It will only work if a lot of people bring in cans." The custodian, Mrs. Jones, set up a barrel in the hallway. Luke made a big sign. Mrs. Watson helped Ryan print up a flyer announcing their goal: Carly due a cartoon. So friends, now let's look at their flyer and their posters. The big sign says Earth Day, Hooray, cans recycled so far. And we can see they didn't recycle any can yet. So it says 000. Help us reach our goal of 5,000 and plant flowers in Gilroy Park. Now let's look at the flyers. The flyers say it takes only 60 days for an aluminum can to be turned in, melted down, and made into a new can. Another flyer says in the year 2000, Americans recycle more than 1,500,000 pounds of plastic bottles. Wow. Okay, now let's get back to our story. The next day, a few kids brought in cans. After school, Ryan, Carly, and Luke went to check out the barrel. They sorted the cans into bags. They had 5 small bags of 10s and 6 single cans. "That makes 56. We will never get anywhere at this rate." Carly wrote 56 to the sign. We need to get more kids to help, she said. Carly, Luke, and Ryan got permission to visit every class and ask for help with the can drive. Carly worked all night so she would be ready. After school, Ryan, Carly, and Luke stopped at every park and filled and picked up every can they saw. The next morning, Ryan, Carly, and Luke brought their cans to school. They went by the barrel to drop them off. Look at all these cans, said Carly. I knew it would work. At recess, they counted the cans. They ended up with 6 big bags of hundreds, 3 small bags of tens, and 5 single cans. That's 635, even more than we had at the park. And we had 56 yesterday, so added up, it's 691. Carly wrote the total on the sign. Mrs. Watson walked by. You are going to need bigger bags, she said. I will bring some in tomorrow. When Ryan, Carly, and Luke checked the barrel the next day, it was overflowing. We would better ask Mrs. Jones for some more barrels, said Carly. They had 1 bag of 1,000, 4 bags of 100, 8 bags of tens, and 3 single cans. That's 1,483. Carly wrote the total on the sign and remembered to put a comma between the thousands and the hundreds. When we add it to what we already had, it's 2,174. That's still a long way from 5,000. Ryan, Carly, and Luke kept working. Luke put signs up all over school. On Saturday, the members of the Save the Planet Club knocked on every door in their neighborhoods. They handed out Ryan's flyer and carried big bags for people's empty cans. On Monday, Ryan, Carly, and Luke couldn't dump their cans in the collection barrel because they were already full. At recess, they counted cans. By the time recess was over, they still were not done. Mrs. Watson said they could skip spelling to finish counting. And you did not think this was a good idea? Carly teased Luke. Great, no spelling today. Finally, they finished. They had 2 huge bags of 1,000, 8 bags of 100, 5 small bags of tens, and 2 single cans. That's almost 3,000. It's 2,852 to be exact. And with the 2,174 we had before, it's 5,026. Luke wrote the numbers down. We did it! He shouted. Mrs. Watson took the cans to the recycling center right after school. And Saturday morning, she drove Carly, Luke, and Ryan to the plant nursery. They each picked out flowers in their favorite colors. That afternoon, the whole class came to Gilroy Park for the Earth Day celebration. The first thing they did was plant the flowers at the entrance. The park looked beautiful, and there wasn't a single piece of trash anywhere. The end. So friends, did you like this story? Are you going to do anything special on this Earth Day? Also let me know what's your plan. How can you save the earth? If you have any ideas, please share with us on our Facebook page. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Your subscription helps us to grow. See you in the next video. Till then, enjoy the Earth Day celebration. Happy Earth Day.